In the corporate world, influence is one of the most valuable leadership strengths. Influence shapes conversations, influence inspires action, influence builds trust, influence creates momentum across teams and organizations. And one of the most powerful ways to strengthen influence is through mindful listening. Mindful listening is more than hearing words. It is the art of being fully present in a conversation. It is the practice of listening with attention, awareness, respect, and genuine interest. When professionals listen mindfully, people feel valued. When people feel valued, trust grows naturally. And when trust grows, influence becomes stronger, deeper, and more lasting. This is why mindful listening is a true corporate superpower. Many people associate influence with speaking well, presenting ideas confidently, or leading from the front. These are powerful skills, and yet the strongest influence often begins in silence, in the ability to truly listen. A mindful listener creates a space. That space invites openness. That openness builds connection, and connection is the foundation of every successful team. In a fast moving workplace, conversations happen all day. Meetings, presentations, brainstorming sessions, feedback, discussions, one on one check ins, client calls, strategy reviews, and collaborative planning. In each of these moments, listening can either strengthen alignment or reduce clarity. Mindful listening ensures that communication becomes a source of strength. When listening is fully present, understanding improves. When understanding improves, decisions become smarter. When decisions become smarter, outcomes become more powerful. A professional who listens well often sees more than what is spoken. They notice tone, they notice energy, they notice intention, they notice what matters most to the other person. This level of awareness builds emotional intelligence, and emotional intelligence strengthens leadership influence. Mindful listening also creates stronger relationships within teams. People naturally feel more connected to leaders and colleagues who give full attention. Attention communicates respect. Respect creates trust. Trust creates collaboration. And collaboration is the heartbeat of corporate success. A team that feels heard becomes a team that contributes more freely. Ideas flow with more confidence, creativity expands, engagement rises, ownership becomes stronger. This is how mindful listening directly improves team performance. When a leader listens deeply, team members feel inspired to bring their best thinking forward. When a manager listens with patience and curiosity, solutions become clearer. When a colleague listens with full presence, cooperation becomes easier. Mindful listening is not passive. It is an active, intentional leadership practice. It means making eye contact with warmth and focus. It means listening to understand, not simply to reply. It means allowing the speaker to complete the thought with ease. It means receiving the message fully before shaping a response. This kind of listening creates impact. A mindful listener also asks powerful questions. Questions show care. Questions show interest. Questions reveal insight. Simple questions can transform a conversation. What feels most important here? What outcome creates the best result for the team? What feels most important here? What outcomes creates the best result for the team? What support helps this move forward smoothly? What opportunity stands out most in this situation? These kind of questions open space for clarity and alignment. Mindful listening also supports conflict free communication. by bringing calmness and understanding into the room. When attention stays grounded, conversations become more constructive. When conversations become constructive, relationships become stronger. In leadership, this is essential. A leader who listens deeply becomes a leader who understands people deeply. And a leader who understands people deeply can guide, support, and inspire them more effectively. Influence is not about control. Influence is about connection. It is about creating an environment where people feel seen, respected, and energized to contribute. Mindful listening creates that environment, and this practice also improves meetings. In many workplaces, meetings become more effective when people feel truly heard. Listening reduces repetition, listening increases clarity, listening improves decision speed. Listening creates a stronger alignment around goals and next steps. A mindful meeting leader listens for key ideas, shared patterns, and valuable insights. This allows the group to move forward with focus and confidence. Mindful listening also enhances client relationships. Clients appreciate professionals who understand their needs clarity. When a client feels heard, trust grows. When trust grows, long term relationships become stronger. A stronger relationships create sustainable success. This makes mindful listening a powerful business skill, not only a personal skill. A simple workplace practice can strengthen mindful listening immediately. Before a conversation, take one slow breath. This breath centers attention. Then, during the conversation, focus on three things: the words being spoken, the meaning behind the words, the emotion or intention within the message. After the person finishes speaking, pause for one moment. Let the message settle. Then respond with clarity and warmth. This one small pause can transform communication quality. Another powerful habit is reflective listening. This means briefly reflecting back the key message. What stands out most is the main priority here feels like, the strongest opportunity sounds like. This means briefly reflecting back the key message. What stands out most is the main priority here feels like, the strongest opportunity sounds like. This creates instant clarity and shows deep understanding. Professionals who practice mindful listening often notice that their influence rises naturally. People trust them more, team collaborate more smoothly, conversation become more productive, leadership presence becomes stronger. And that is because listening communicates strength. Listening communicates confidence. Listening communicates wisdom. Mindful listening also creates personal calm. When attention stays in the present moment, the mind feels more centered. This supports better emotional balance, stronger focus, and more effective communication throughout the day. The most powerful professionals are often the ones who know how to make others feel heard. That ability creates loyalty. That ability creates respect. That ability creates meaningful influence. And influence built through trust is the strongest influence of all. In every conversation, there is an opportunity to lead, there is an opportunity to connect, there is an opportunity to inspire. Mindful listening unlocks all three. It turns conversation into relationships. It turns relationships into collaboration. It turns collaborations into high performance. And this is why mindful listening is one of the most valuable skills in the corporate world. It is simple, it is human, it is powerful. When professionals listen with full presence, communication becomes clearer, teams become stronger, influence becomes deeper, and leaderships become more impactful. Listen deeply, connect fully, influence powerfully. That is the power of mindful listening for a stronger team influence.